All right, so I was sitting out here working today, sitting on the back deck working. I look like a cardboard cutout here with the sun going on like that, but I had a question from one of our IBOs, and I'm like, man, I bet you a lot of IBOs have this question. How many of you that are watching this have ever had somebody who got started but yet didn't want to do the things that it takes to be successful in ACN? Right? It should be everybody on here. Everybody that comes into this business has stuff, the unpleasant parts that they don't want to do. So how do you get somebody to do it? Well, I can tell you one way not to do it is to boss them around. I mean, nobody starts this business so they can have a boss. Who wants to have a boss, right? So what is it that you can do? Like, what are the things that people don't want to do? They don't want to do PBRs. They don't want to come to training. They don't want to jump on team calls. They don't want to put people on the webinar. They don't want to call people, right? And so, but yet they still want to have success in the business. How do you get them to do it? Well, this is what I was taught, and I forget it sometimes. And I think it's important to be reminded it. And so I want you guys to know it. And it's this. Here's the thing. You can't boss people around and expect, this camera's got falling on it, there we go. You can't expect that people are going to want to do it if you're bossing them around. Nobody wants to boss. So here's how it works. First thing you do is you ask questions. That's right. Stop telling people stuff and start asking them questions. So the first question you're going to ask somebody when they're saying, no, I don't want to do XYZ. I don't want to do whatever it is they don't want to do that you know they need to do to have success. You're going to say this. You're going to say, look, would it be okay if I gave you some coaching? And you ask them that question. You sit there quiet after that. And it may, there goes my cat in the background, it may seem like an eternity, but you want to get their buy-in first. Is it okay if I gave you some coaching? And see what they say. What are most people going to say? They're going to say, well, yeah, right? Because you got them in the business. They're going to say, yeah. Then you like to ask this question. Have you ever played competitive sports or been a part of a team or had a business coach in your life? And you ask them that question. Most people, if they're going to be an entrepreneur, they've probably sometime in their life been some type of organized sports or something like that. And they're going to answer yes. And you ask them again. You're going to ask the question and say, look, your coach, did your coach tell you what you wanted to hear, or did your coach tell you what you needed to be successful? And sit there and let them answer the question. All these questions are walking them through a mental process. And basically, they're going to say, well, the coach told me what I needed to be successful. And you say, right. So here's the thing. As your coach, I'm going to tell you the things that a 22-year proven system has made tens of thousands of people be uber successful. And I'm going to tell you what that is. Ultimately, it's up to you to choose whether or not to do it. And that's the thing. So I'm going to give you that coaching and tell you what it is. And the number one thing I'm going to do as your coach is I want to find out why you're doing this business. Why is it you're doing it? And then you've got to get it out of people. Now, here's where the key, the art of it is. Most people are going to say, well, I'm doing it because I want to make some extra money. Or they're going to give you some weak, lame-ass answer like that. You've got to really dig into it. And this is where you're going to have to really get to know your person and connect with them and find out, no, I know you want to make some extra money. Everybody wants to do that, but that's not a why. Why? What are you going to do with the money? Well, I'm going to pay off some bills. That's a weak-ass answer, too. What bills are you going to pay off? What does your life look like if we can pay off your bills? How much do you need to make per month in this business? And what's it going to do for you? Real reasons are reasons like, I could retire my mom. You know, she's been working, she's 70 years old, she's still working, I could retire her. Get to the root. What are they going to do with the money? And not just pay off bills. Okay, when you pay off your bills, what's it do for you then? You've got to really dig into it and get down to why they're doing it. And if their why is not an emotional reason, you're not going to be able to help them. Because here's the thing. There are unpleasant tasks in network marketing that are laborious, tedious, mundane, right? That you have to do. But you have to do them to be successful. And nobody likes doing them. But you turn it on them once they give you their why. Let's say their why is they want to retire their husband because he's got really bad backaches and he can't drive a truck anymore. You know, getting in that behind the wheel of that truck is just super painful, and they want to retire him. You say, look, if I could tell you right now that by doing XYZ activity, whatever it is they don't want to do, that you could accomplish this, retiring your husband so he doesn't have to suffer anymore with his back pain, would you be willing to do it? And you turn it right back around on them with the why and use it. Now, remember, it goes a plane. Hopefully, it's still recording. Hopefully, their buy-in of saying, yes, you can coach me, and then their why, when you tie that in, that's going to help them understand that you're not trying to boss them around. You're not trying to get them to do something for your good. You're helping them get to what the reason they join. So that's the whole process. 3 quick questions. Number 1, is it okay if I give you some coaching? Number 2, have you ever been a part of something where you got coaching before? At work, a business coach, competitive sports, something like that. And number 3, did that coach always tell you what it is you wanted to hear? All 3 of those questions are a setup. And then you ask them the big one. Why is it you're doing the business? And get into that and dig as deep as you can. In fact, if you can get some emotional response out of them, like tears or something like that, now we've got it. And now you can use, listen, these activities, nobody likes doing them, but these are what's going to get you what it is that you want and why you're doing the business. That, folks, right there will get people 1,000% better than telling them you have to do it because I said so, or whatever it is that you're doing. It doesn't work great. So anyways, I just thought I'd make this video. Just obviously I wasn't prepared for it. My hair's all jacked up and everything like that, but I just got off that phone call, and I realized there's probably a lot of you out there that needs that information. I need reminded of it too. I got today from Tony Robbins. I was listening to him, and he was talking about it's the emotional side of the business, the emotional side of anything that drives people to be successful. It ain't money. It ain't recognition. It ain't any of that type of stuff that you would think it would be. There's an emotional reason why somewhere hidden deep inside that maybe they don't even are aware of yet that will get them to do the stuff they need to do to be successful. And ultimately, you can help them as their coach achieve that. So good luck to you guys out there. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.